Okay, today let's start our first lesson on the MATLAB for engineering. So from here you can see that we have the command window is where we need to enter all of our code. So if you want to like writing the script, and you're gonna add new script and you write the script here. In case you want to submit for your assignment, then you type all your codes here. And then from here, you have a list of code, like code 2, 3, and so forth. And just straight away copy and then put it in your Word file. Okay. So for actual running the code, it should be under here, the command window. Okay. All right. So the first, for calculus, we need to calculate something. So mainly, I think MATLAB is very useful for us to calculate a lot of things compared to like online calculator. It has its own component, but MATLAB also very powerful. So first, we need to use SYMS to make a variable. So let's say our variable x and y. Look at this, and then enter. Then I recreated my variable x and y. Then you see here, got a variable x and variable y. You can put any name you want, just some of the name that already defined by MATLAB itself cannot be used. So let's say I say x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, then I can do the sum up. I say sum is equal to x plus y and become sum is equal to 5. Okay. So when we need to do the product is equal to x times y. So it will be like this. Okay. And next thing, if we want to print out the number in an exact solution, let's say I would say x is equal to pi. Let's say I define x right now is pi. It's 3.16, right? So instead of saying that, I need to write just as pi, x is equal to sim, sim pi. And we print out just pi itself. So this is in the exact solution. So try again. If I want y is equal to square root 2 divided by 4. So I get a decimal number like this. If I want to get an exact form, I can say y, yeah, or I can simply put sim y. So I get something in an exact form. So the SYM is for us to print out the result in the exact form, whereby the SYMS is for us to define to create our variable x and y. So that's the difference. You're going to be very careful in between these two. Okay. So if you want to clear all the thing here, you can click clear all. And clear all is just now here, everything already gone. And we want to clear the code here, say CLC. Okay. So let's try an example. Let's say I define a variable x. Okay. I say equation is equal to x squared plus 4x. But here it will show error. We cannot straight away put 4x in 4 times x. Yeah, you need to put times here. The style is times plus 5. If I want to make it a quadratic equation, I want to be equal to 0. But MATLAB here is already say equation is equal to, the equal here means a sign. Here means a sign, but in order for us to understand the equal in MATLAB is double equal sign. So the one equal means assign the variable as something, as a value, but with the equal is two equal sign here. Right. So we have our quadratic equation. And then we need to solve for the quadratic equation. So let's say the solution is equal to, this is called command code, solve, okay, and then equation. Okay. Then we got the solution already. This is in the complex number. This is the real number. And the one I is the imaginary number, means this is the set -1. Okay, and this is how we got to solve for a quadratic solution. Okay, so next, if we want to substitute some value to verify whether is this correct or not, so you can try to substitute this value back. Okay. So I say substitute equation is the variable is x, and what I need to substitute is this thing, but I'm gonna put 1i. It should be 1 times I bracket. Let's see. There we got 0. Left hand side is equal to right hand side, which is correct already. So this is how we do for solving the quadratic equation. Okay. And next, let's say we try another example. Okay, I have my symbol variable as x, y, z, and n. So equation is equal to square root of x squared times y plus 3 times z bracket minus 4 times z power of 2 plus z power of n. And we equal to 0, we remember we double equal sign. Okay, then we can solve our equation. So if you want to solve like in terms of y, so we like to express y is equal to something of x, something of z, then we can put it with y. If you want to express in terms of x, you change it to x. If you want in terms of z, change it into z. Let's say I try y. Okay. Up. Then we get something in the form of an equation with z and x. See, doesn't have y. And next, we can try solve this equation in respect to x. Then we got the solution here. So we can see in terms of y and z. But for solving equation z, we can't do that because we have the variable of the z array power of n. If you look at back here, the original equation, where the z is power of n, so we can't solve it. So if we enter, so it might be not possible. We get something. We can't solve it. It's not possible to solve. Okay. Cool. And next, let's try solve x squared equal to 2. So very simple. By manual calculation, we know x is equal to 2 or -2. I mean, sorry, square root 2, plus minus square root of 2. Then we got this exact form. This 2 power of 1 over 2 means square root of 2. But if you want to get a decimal place, it's just use VPA, solve. We type the same thing again. So the answer will come up, you get in decimal place. See here, cool. Right. So let's say we have a function with 2 variables. I define it u and v. I have my equation in terms of if I can have many equations. I can have equations or equation both are correct. So if I have 2 equations, I put in a sign in one thing. I put a square bracket. Remember, I put something, even though a matrix or array, something more than 1, we put a square bracket. So I put 2 functions here. I put, let's say, function 1 the function 2 here. So I put my function 1 first. So here, we do u plus 3 is equal to 3. And then I say u plus 5 times 3 is equal to 0. So here I can put two functions and separate them with a comma. Okay, that's it. Then I have two equations. Then I want to find out the solution because this is a simultaneous equation. I'm going to find u and v. So I say solution is equal to solve my equation. Okay, so in terms of just now we have in terms of x, y, but here I need to in two variables, so I need to put a square bracket here. Okay, so I could put u comma v. So remember, we have a square bracket, you need to put more than one thing, and I enter. So here we have 2, but we can't see the answer because it's in a structure. If you have learned any other coding like C++, you should know what is a structure. A structure is like a group to store multiple variables. So in order to find that, I simply define u sol, okay, is equal to solution, which is from here. This sol is because my answer right now is in terms of u and v. In order to print out the value, I need to use this sol dot v. Okay. Yeah, if you want to put u solution, you can put anything. You can use big capital U also, okay, because capital U and small u is different in the code. But here is I should print u, so dot u. So I get my answer. So I get v, my answer v, solution dot v. Okay, so I get my answer here. Very cool. Right. So we can do the same thing to find triple simultaneous equation. So let's go ahead, try out, clear all. So I define my symbol x, y, and z. Okay, I simply do something. Let's say I have equation 1 is equal to 2x, 2 times x plus 3 times y plus z is equal to 1. And my equation 2 is equal to 4 times x plus y minus 3 times z is equal to 3, for example. And my equation 3 is equal to x minus 6 times y minus 6 times y and plus 2z is equal to 0. I just simplify it. So I got my three equations right here. It should be 2 times z. Okay. So it's very good. The MATLAB will auto-correct my error. So 2 is here. Okay, so I need to solve. I say my solution is equal to solve. So I have 3 equations right now. So I put a square bracket and I put equation 1, comma, equation 2, comma, equation 3. And then in terms of 3 variables, x, y, and z. Bracket and I solve. So you see, again, my solution in x, y, z. In order to show it up, I can say x is equal to solution.x. So then I got my answer. So my y is equal to solution.y. My answer z is equal to solution.z. How I can find my answer. Even in decimal place or in exact form, you can put double my x here. Yeah, put in decimal, double y. And again, double z. So I can get my answer in decimal.